Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Got the quick pass. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Using his legs, it's Hughes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Oregon! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To throw, it's Simpson. Hard running there. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the snap, it's Williams. Floating away. He's loose. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the ground with the back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Release to the back. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Dances away to buy time. Past the 30. Bounced off his feet. The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. It's a seam wide up, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fat.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
This drive will open from the 15. He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle, it's Hale. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
21, Alabama, 0.
Alabama facing 4th down as we open play here in the 2nd quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Miller. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Colorado found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat. A prime example of just how strong this program is. All about stacking wins there in Boulder. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Hughes. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Casper. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Moore will throw. Got his man to the left. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To the air on 2nd down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Snap it to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground.
Turning it on. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Moore to the air. Bringing the heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Benson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone read. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense. Getting
set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Now rolling to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Will kick it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Adams. And they'll knock him down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Williams. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field. And if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. The offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Hale. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bernard. Touchdown, Bama! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game, get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Moore will throw. Time to take a shot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Let's go. Quarterback keeps it. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Head coach going to keep the offense on the field and go for it on 4th and goal. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this field goal attempt might just seal the deal by making it a 3-score game lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Maryland. Obviously, big implications here in the Sun Belt, and as this one plays out, we'll keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He might want another play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab, it's Miller. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. A strike downfield. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Hughes. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Whittington. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. You used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play by this defense. Got room on the return. The tag. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
How about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. You better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Moore to the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Ducks in the hurry-up. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put...